Okay, for this week's lesson, boys and girls, it's called Texas History, Lesson 3.1, Early Missions of Texas. I'm going to underline the important information that you're going to need in order to answer the questions. So again, you need to have a pencil or a highlighter, something that you can write with. So let's go ahead and get started. Texas History, Lesson 3.1, Early Missions of Texas. With new interest in Texas, mainly due to La Salle's failed expedition, Spanish started building missions and presidios in Texas in the late 1600s. Missions were religious settlements run by friars, which were called religious teachers. So go ahead and underline this important part right here. Missions were religious settlements run by friars. Their goal was to convert local Native Americans to the Spanish religion of Christianity and the Spanish culture or way of life. Spain wanted to make the area ready for settlement by changing the religion and culture of the Native Americans in the area. To protect the missions and settlements, Spain also built presidios or military forts. Okay, so let's go ahead and underline this. To protect the missions and settlements, Spain also built presidios or military forts. Underline that. The first Spanish mission built in Texas was established near present-day El Paso in 1682. It was called Corpus Christi de la Isleta. 3 years later, La Salle's failed expedition renewed Spain's interest in the area. In 1690, the first mission built in East Texas was established by Father Damian Massanet, a Spanish friar. It was called San Francisco de los Tejas. Underline that, it was called San Francisco de las Tejas. This would be the first mission established in East Texas. The word Tejas meant friend in the language spoken by local Native Americans. Other missions were soon built in East Texas, but they were all eventually abandoned because the local Native Americans rejected the Spanish religion and culture. The first capital of Texas was established around this time. It was called Los Hades and was located in present-day Louisiana. So let's go ahead and underline this. The first capital of Texas was established around this time. It was called Los Hades and was located in present-day Louisiana. Okay, so you need to underline everything that you see here before you move on to the questions. Okay, so do we have everything underlined? Because I am going to erase. I cannot move on until I erase the screen. It will not let me move. Hey, boys and girls, this is also the last week of school, so let's try to finish up all your papers. All right, so let's go ahead and look at our questions. What were the missions, and who ran the missions? Remember, if you underline everything I told you, you will be able to answer these questions. So you are going to answer number 1. What were missions and who ran the missions? Number 2, what were presidios and why were they built? You are going to answer this one. Number 3, what was the name of the first mission built in Texas? And where in Texas was it built? And answer number 3. Number 4, I want you to put an X over it. You're not going to do that one. And number 5, you are going to answer. What was the first capital of Texas? Okay, so all the stuff that you underlined above when I was reading it to you, those are your answers to answer these 4 questions. Remember, number 4, you're not doing it.